The design studio looks to be getting a refresh, Elon speaks personally to safety concerns, and Tesla has fired the woman who recently brought harassment claims against the company. Here are your Tesla tidbits for June 2nd, 2017. We start today with a Reddit thread that informed us that a redesign may be coming to the design studio. User Come On You Know Me pointed at a tweet that something was new, and then moderator 110110 fleshed out the details for us, along with links for those of us that are not seeing it as the primary site yet, of which I am one. The biggest of the changes is a streamlined order process that guides users into preset configurations of the car with the ability to add certain upgrades at the end. You still do have the ability to completely custom configure the car, which returns you to the current design studio, but let's say that this option isn't exactly highlighted. Among other interesting bits is that the 90 kilowatt-hour pack, which has been around way longer than I personally expected it to remain, is gone from the new configurator. In addition, the 75 kilowatt-hour car no longer gives the dual motor option, even as an upgrade at the end of the configurator, though it can still be done via the custom configuration route. If you so choose to take that route, the configurator warns that this will extend the time before delivery. I think we're getting a glimpse into the near future, and this configure has been built with Model 3 in mind. I'm also going to make a bold prediction that the custom order option will be unavailable on Model 3. You're going to get the standard, premium, and performance options with a couple of possible upgrades at the end of the standard and premium sections, and that's it. This is how they'll arrive at the less than 100 configurations mentioned in the latest comparison chart to Model S. They simply just won't let you select some things. I do hope that they don't chain the dual motor option to only the largest battery as they've apparently done with the current cars here. You're already buying a $35,000 car. I've got a car that costs two-thirds that and has all-wheel drive equipped standard. There's no reason to lock folks out here. We'll see how close I am to the target soon, as the Model 3 design studio should be imminent with first production scheduled for next month. Model 3 Owners Club nabs another scoop today, this time an email sent to all employees about safety from Elon, apparently following another email. Here's the message in its entirety. Quote, "One more thing I meant to say. No words can express how much I care about your safety and well-being. It breaks my heart when someone is injured building cars and trying their best to make Tesla successful. Going forward, I've asked that every injury be reported directly to me without exception. I'm meeting with the safety team every week and would like to meet with every injured person as soon as they are well, so that I can understand from them exactly what we need to do to make it better. I will then go down to the production line and perform the same tasks that they perform. This is what all managers at Tesla should do as a matter of course. At Tesla, we lead from the front line, not from some safe and comfortable ivory tower. Managers must always put their team's safety above their own." End quote. I don't think it gets any more sincere than that, and on top of that, name me another CEO that would bother doing such a thing. That's a pretty short list, I'm sure. Finally tonight, a rather interesting decision from Tesla management. Teslarati reports that AJ Vandermaiden, the female engineer who brought a harassment suit against Tesla for alleged wrongdoing at the factory earlier this year, has been fired from the company. This would seem to be a move counterproductive to their case, but apparently the findings of the third party they hired were so convincing they felt they could do so and not harm their case. Vandermaiden's attorney, of course, disagrees, saying that it, quote, "proves our case. It's clear retaliation. Somebody is trying to instill in employees that when they speak out about matters they are legally allowed to speak about, they too will be fired," end quote. Tesla responded with a statement of their own saying, quote, "Despite repeatedly receiving special treatment at the expense of others, Ms. Vandermaiden nonetheless chose to pursue a miscarriage of justice by suing Tesla and falsely attacking our company in the press. After we carefully considered the facts on multiple occasions and were absolutely convinced that Ms. Vandermaiden's claims were illegitimate, we had no choice but to end her employment at Tesla," end quote. So let's analyze this a bit from Tesla's view of things. If they are in the right, this does actually make a lot of sense. Nobody wants a disgruntled employee. It's not good for the employee, it's not good for their coworkers, and it's not good for the company. However, when you're dealing with a highly publicized harassment claim, that may not be the best decision to make, regardless of how much you believe you're right. It doesn't give a good impression, regardless of the outcome of the case, and may in the end cost you dearly. At the very least, wait for litigation to complete and then show you victorious so you have some solid third-party facts to lean on, rather than a company you hired. I'm sure we've not heard the last of this story, and I'll of course let you know the resolution if and when we get to hear about it. You can find the links to today's full stories in the show description. This show operates on a value-for-value model. If you get some value out of what I do each day, please consider supporting me at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. Thanks so much to my super patrons John Waltower, Drew Schuyler, John Waller, Mark and Sarah Thomas, and Ryan Scarborough for supporting the show at the $10 plus level. But if you have nothing extra to spare, no worries. Please show your love with positive feedback and subscriptions on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and other services across the internet. Lastly, if you're in the market for a Tesla, you can get $1,000 off and free supercharging for the vehicle if you use super patron Drew Schuyler's referral link at ts.la/Andrew1233. That's it for today. If you have feedback for me, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits. I'll see you all back here again next week. Until then, keep it charged and hit the road.